In the wild plains of Southeast Asia, a critical rescue mission begins. A team of wildlife specialists prepares their equipment with practiced precision. Every movement is deliberate as they load the tranquilizer dart. This water buffalo's life depends on their expertise and steady hands. The moment arrives. With calm focus, the lead rescuer takes aim at the massive water buffalo partially submerged in the waterway ahead. Startled by the dart's impact, the buffalo erupts from the water with surprising speed, its powerful legs carrying it toward the opposite bank. Though hit with the sedative, the animal shows remarkable resilience. It begins grazing casually as if nothing had happened. The team waits patiently. Wild water buffaloes are critically endangered. Fewer than 3,500 remain worldwide, making this rescue all the more significant. Finally, the powerful sedative overcomes the buffalo's strength. It sinks gently to the ground, allowing the rescue to truly begin. A single rescuer approaches cautiously. Even sedated, a water buffalo weighing over a ton demands respect and careful handling. The team gathers around their patient, immediately spotting the cruel cable snare cutting deeply into the animal's neck just below its massive horns. Cable traps like this one maim or kill countless animals annually throughout Southeast Asia's wetlands, often set by poachers targeting various species. The bolt cutters come out, the first attempt to sever the buffalo's painful metal tether that has likely been constricting for days or weeks. The cable resists, revealing why the buffalo couldn't free itself. Metal wire of this gauge is designed to withstand tremendous force. These buffaloes play a vital ecological role, maintaining wetland health by grazing invasive plants. Their decline threatens entire ecosystems. Where the cable meets flesh, they find raw evidence of the buffalo's struggle, an infected wound that would eventually prove fatal without intervention. Every rescue approach must adapt. A second team member brings smaller wire cutters to attack the cable from a different angle. While the cutting continues, antiseptic spray is applied to the wound, the first medical relief this wild animal has received since its entrapment. Suddenly, a shift in the buffalo's breathing alerts the team. The sedative is wearing off prematurely, a common challenge with large animal rescues. They retreat to safety as one member retrieves the tranquilizer gun again. This delicate balance between sedation and consciousness requires expert judgment. Preparing another dart with precise medication dosage, they know overcorrection could be as dangerous as under sedation in this precarious situation. A second dart finds its mark. Delayed interventions often lead to fatal infections, making this second chance at rescue literally life-saving. Once again, the powerful buffalo succumbs to the sedative, collapsing into the tall grass, a pink dart visible on its hindquarter. Two men resume work on the trapped animal, one steadying the massive horn while another positions the bolt cutters near the embedded wire. In a heart-stopping moment, the sedated buffalo suddenly leaps to its feet. The team scatters, knowing a ton of panicked wild animal means deadly danger. Tension keeps the rope taut between man and beast. Wild water buffalo are known to charge when threatened, one of Asia's most dangerous large mammals. Loading another dart with practiced moves, they adjust the dosage. Experience has taught them that individual animals respond differently to sedation. The third dart strikes true. Each attempt carries risk, both to the animal's health and to the team should the sedation fail. With expert precision, a skilled rescuer loops rope around the animal's horns. This technique requires years of practice and nerves of steel. The rope now firmly secured, they gain crucial control over the buffalo's most dangerous weapons, its massive head and sharp-tipped horns. The buffalo resists weakly as sedation deepens. Moving a 2,000-pound wild animal requires strategy, strength, and perfect communication between team members.
උඩින් දැම්මනම් පොට හරියද? යටින්ද දාන්න ඕනේ. නෑ ඔහම අදින්න. හරි මෙහෙම අදින්න දාන්න කියමු. අන්න මම ගෙඩේ දෙල්ලම. ගෙඩේ දෙල්ලම අදින්න. මේක. සෝරි. මේ ගැටේ මෙතන කියනවා. සෙන්දලා ඉන්නේ. කිරණෝ ගැටේ ඔය හැපෙන් ගැටේ හිටලා. ඔය පැත්තෙන් බුරුල් කරලා වන්නේ. හරි නෝ. මේකටම ලං කරන්න. ගොඩාක් ලං කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ඒ නේ. හැබැයි ඔක වට ගන්නේ කොහොමද?
A team member approaches from behind with another rope. Proper immobilization requires securing both ends of the animal for everyone's safety. Kneeling behind the massive animal, he begins the delicate process of binding the hind legs, the most powerful and potentially dangerous limbs. Gentle, steady pressure on the leg ropes guides the buffalo downward. They must lay it on its side to properly access the embedded cable. The buffalo lies completely restrained, secured at both head and legs. Now, the true rescue work, removing the life-threatening snare, can properly begin. Encircling the buffalo, the rescuers examine the horn area closely. The full extent of the injury becomes apparent, worse than initially feared. They struggle to position the cutters precisely. The snare's location, wrapped tightly around the thick neck, makes access particularly difficult. One rescuer employs a smaller tool to enhance cutting power. Innovation and adaptation define successful wildlife rescue in these challenging field conditions. The wire's resistance prompts audible buffalo groans. Poaching snares like this one claim countless animal lives throughout Southeast Asia's wild places. Men lean in with determined force against unyielding metal. The buffalo's distressed sounds fuel their resolve to complete this crucial rescue. At last, success. The wire snare snaps with an audible crack. The team quickly pulls the severed piece away from the buffalo's wounded neck. Medical treatment begins immediately. A gloved rescuer starts cleaning the deep wound, the critical next phase in saving this endangered animal's life. The cleaning continues with gentle thoroughness. Weeks of embedded wire have left a raw, circular wound that requires specialized treatment. Close examination reveals significant tissue damage. Without intervention, the wound would likely become fatally infected within days. Antiseptic liquid flows over the cleaned area. In wildlife medicine, preventing infection takes priority when animals must heal in non-sterile environments. Blue antiseptic spray creates a protective barrier over the raw wound. This specially formulated treatment will continue working long after release. The entire wound circumference receives protective coating. This modern wildlife medicine dramatically increases survival rates for injured wild animals. The treatment concludes with a topical paste application. This will continue fighting infection and promoting healing as the buffalo returns to the wild. With medical intervention complete, the team shifts focus to carefully removing restraints. The final phase of rescue requires the same precision as capture. The veterinarian administers the remarkable reversal drug. This medication counteracts sedation, allowing the buffalo to regain mobility safely. The buffalo lies still, processing the reversal medication. After hours of intervention, the moment of truth approaches for both animal and rescuers. Subtle movements indicate the buffalo's returning awareness. The team steps back, giving the wild animal space to reorient itself naturally. Suddenly, in a burst of renewed strength, the buffalo springs upright. Its powerful muscles, dormant for hours, explode into action. Freedom. The buffalo disappears into dense vegetation as a rescuer displays the removed snare, a small metal circle that nearly claimed a magnificent wildlife.